In this episode, I'm going to show you how you can upgrade your base in style. Nothing extreme, just lots of builds and lots of details. Let's do this. Hello everyone, it's Leon or Locky, and welcome back to another episode of the Minecraft Survival Series. This is episode 10. I just want to say a huge thank you to all of you guys for the support that you've been giving me across all of these episodes. I started this series to show the progress of my world, but also to inspire you guys watching that you can do the same. So once again, thank you for all your continued support, and I hope you continue along with me on my Minecraft journey. So for episode 10, I thought what better way to round off the 10 episodes and pretty much go around our whole area, our whole base, and upgrade everything. So actually thinking about it, as I was just getting some wood, I'd like a tree to be here, and eventually down the line I'll make a custom tree, but I think simple spruce tree in the middle here would look good. Really, it had to be the worst one? Actually, I've got an idea. Okay, if I take these out, okay, something like this. I'm definitely getting rid of this door. Okay, I'm going to set the time lapse up and just see how it goes, and we'll see what we can come up with. There we go. I think that brings the area a bit more to life. So we've just added a little tree in the middle, kind of like a campfire area here. So this is just what this episode is going to consist of. I'm just going to go around my whole base and simply just start upgrading everything, just making it that tad little bit better. Do you know there's one way you can really upgrade your base? I think it's about time we make ourselves some water breathing potions and go and raid a sea temple. Let's do it. Load of water bottles, fill all of these up, chuck them in there. So if I put that into there with blaze powder, and then I believe I just add a puffer fish. There we go, and then we just add redstone, which should take it up to 8 minutes. Yes, there we go. I'm going to stick them all into here, and I'll be back with you when I've filled up the shulker box. Okay, so I filled up the shulker box. I also collected some milk, because I'm sure we're going to get mining fatigue, so I would take a few of them. So with that being said, let's go find a sea temple. My guess is just to go to the ocean over here, and hopefully there's one nearby, so we'll see. Probably best I turn my shaders off too. There's one right there. Brilliant. I'm just gonna go straight in. I say we just go in and fight. Okay. Really? We need to try find the Elder Guardian. Oh, is that him in there? Yes, that is. There we go. He dropped a sponge. I thought there was meant to be 3. Oh my days, this is so annoying. If I drink the milk bucket, if I get mining fatigue, that means there's another guardian. Elder Guardian. For now, I'm just going to start chipping away, like. This bow don't really work well underwater, does it? It's a given, really. Okay, I still got mining fatigue, so there's definitely another one still about. My guess is above. There's 2 more somewhere in here. Oh, there's another one. Yeah, you're low. There we go. So there's one more. There we go. That's all of them. Ah, we didn't even get a trim. That's annoying. But if I'm correct, we just drink milk now, and we shouldn't get mining fatigue. Great. There we go. So now all we got to do is get all of the sea lanterns we possibly can. Do you know what I've just thought that will make this 10 times quicker, and I'm gonna go get Aqua Affinity on my helmet. It only makes sense. No way, what's the chances of that? Let's go combine them, and then that way I've got a god helmet then. Here we go. Chuck that on. Let's sleep and then we'll go back. Okay, let's get in here. Let's just mine away. Yeah, look how much quicker that is. So pretty much I'm just going to go around the whole sea temple and do this. Because sea lanterns just look that good. Why is there so many in here? Oh yes. Forgot about this. Nice bit of gold. We'll take this. What's this? Dark prismarine. This always looks good. I think we got enough, and I pretty much looted all of it except from the front because there's literally an army of guardians. 83 sea lanterns. I think that's a good amount. These are all our earnings from the sea temple, so we actually got more than 83, so that's a plus. But these sea lanterns, honestly, they add so much to the world. At least we've got these blocks now to decorate with. So now I think I'm going to move on to extending the sugarcane farm. I think it would be quite cool if we could have it on display here as we walk past. So I've just got to figure out how we would do it, because that is exactly where the sugarcane is. So this would have to be a flat glass wall. I'm not a huge fan of, but if it needs to be done, it needs to be done. I'm going to set up the time lapse, and I'm just going to extend the sugarcane up one, and so it will produce more. It's as simple as that. So there we go, I've extended the sugarcane farm. I know you only seen me do one, but I thought why not, let's just add another one because I had nothing here anyway. So it all links up and it will all go down into this chest here. I know some of the sugarcane will get caught because of the panes, but I didn't want it to be normal glass blocks because of how flat it would be. So instead, obviously they'll just be on the side blocks here. If we run past and pick them up, I was just thinking we have a chest storage system here specifically for sugarcane. So that's what I'm going to make quickly. There we go, just something like that. I think it's simple and it looks good. Now we can move on to something else. That something is actually going to be a bee sanctuary. I'm going to do it right here. This is all the blocks I will use. I'm simply going to set up a time lapse and crack on with the build. So there we have it. That is the bee sanctuary complete. Obviously we need to add the bees. Gone for something a bit different here, and I think it looks good. So we'll have the hives on each one of the campfires, meaning so whenever we harvest them, they won't attack us and we can get honey without a problem. So we need to go get some bees. So I just found this lone bee and I thought no better home for him to go. I'm gonna sleep a second and see how many we've actually got. Yellow bed to match the theme. Let's just add some flowers about. No way, we've got two. There we go, breed them. And there we go, now it begins. So I'll just have to wait for them to fill hives up with honey, and then I can make more beehives. So then, to touch up, I think there's one little thing that I'd like to do. I'll see you when it's done. There we go. I think that was the upgraded that I needed. So I'd done the path and I added a floating bee. I'd done this because my girlfriend done it in her world and I actually thought it looked quite cool. I think we've done a good job. I'll go and show you the inside. We just have two simple chests. a bed up here to match the theme, yellow colour. We have our bees in here, so I'm just shearing them, getting the honey, and then over time I'll fill all of these pods up with the beehives. But that makes this build done. So now we can move on to the next one. And so this next build is actually going to be the automatic wool farm, but this time I'm going to make it in my base so it's always running. That way we'll never run out of wool. So off camera, I have been mining an area out, and I know this is quite a lot, but pretty much this is where the iron farm is, of course. Right here is our cave entrance, and then if we go all the way down here, this is the back of our cave. So pretty much I'm just linking everything together for this wool farm. I think I'm just going to put it right here. 5 pods and a walkway. We don't need much more than that. So I'm going to crack on with that, and we'll cut to the time lapse. That is the wool farm complete. We've made it multicolored, so we have every single type of wool color. So over time, this will play out because it's right underneath our base, and it will stack us up on loads of wool, which is something I didn't think I'd need much of. But as I've been playing, it's been something that I've needed a lot of. So this was definitely needed. Bit of a change of plan. I had to put glass across on this layer because pretty much it wasn't taking any of the wool, it was all just falling out. Missed a block. So we've got it like this. I think it looks fine. I don't particularly like flat glass walls, but it is what it is. We've got to do it for this build, but at least now it's done. And so this next project is actually going to be a tree farm, but it won't be an automatic tree farm. It would just be one that I can go and harvest and replant. I'm thinking to have it somewhere like here, maybe flatten this out, because then we also get the haste effect, and it kind of goes with the theme of our area here, gardening area kind of. So I think up here would be a good place to do it. So I'm going to cut to the time lapse and we'll crack on. There we go. This is the tree gardening farm. Just a simple, nice design, and it fits well with the theme that we're going for on this area here. I am actually missing out some gravel, but I will do that. So we have spruce trees all on the left, we have dark oak in the middle, and then over here we have all of our oak trees. Nice. I'm running low on materials, wood in particular, so no better way than to use the farm. There we go, but it's only right if we finish the build off with a log cabin, right? here we go. A nice cozy log cabin. So this is what it looks like on the inside, and I'll use it to store all of our drops from the tree farm. So the logs, the leaves, the sticks and the apples that it drops. But it's just that little extra we needed in this area. I'm super pleased with it. But with all that being said, it has actually been quite a while since I've made this log cabin. I've been up to some stuff off camera, and pretty much we have a big, very empty space right here. And I was thinking, what could I put there? And the one thing that I don't have is a potato or carrot farm. Please sleep. I think that door's sick. Like I was saying, we don't have a potato or carrot farm, and so I think it would just be perfect if we had an automatic crop farm here with villagers. So when I spoke about being off camera, what I did was I went and got myself 3 villagers. I took them through the lake like we did previously, and I just put a rail straight across into Turtle Bay and up on to here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a layout for the farm, and then we'll chuck the villagers in there, and then we have an automatic supply of potato and carrots forever. Sounds like a plan. I would just like to also say, I know this episode's a bit jumpy, and I know that there's a lot going on. This is the 10th episode of this series, and I wanted to try and make it a bit special. And all these projects that I'm doing in this video are things that aren't big enough to be separate videos on their own. I'd been putting them down on my notes for quite some time, and I thought this would just be the perfect episode to upgrade everything in our base and our area. So, enough of the chat. I'm going to get cracked on with the automatic potato and carrot farm. Let's do this. Honestly, just look at the mess we've made. So there's been quite a big of a skip, and pretty much I knew this was going to be hard, but I didn't realise how hard it was. I stayed up all night doing this, all because these villagers, and I still yet don't know if they're even working. It looks like they are, but I'm not sure. They seem to be farming, which is a good sign, and they seem to be throwing it to the villager here. I don't know, we'll see. I've got it all linked up to here. 43, 39, I put those carrots in there, and I don't know if these are the ones that I've just given him, so I want to know if he's actually farming any. So if these numbers go up, we know the farm's working. But yeah, other than that, it looks great. We've got their 2 little huts at the back, which they both sleep in. So yeah, I can't complain. It definitely looks better. I changed some of the walls, so I started adding some leaves in, so it wasn't just cobblestone fences, and I think it looks quite nice. But that's, like I was saying, we're trying to go for a gardening theme around this area here. But seeing as though that is done, I do want to decorate this, so I'm gonna crack on and do that, and I'm gonna sort out this monstrosity of a chest monster. Let's do this. There we go, something just as simple as that. So all of our carrots and potatoes come through here, and we can store them all in these side chests here. And it just fills that little gap that we had there as well. I have to say, this was empty at the start of the episode, and now we're filling it up quite nicely. We need something here next. But I will leave that for now. I think it's time we work inside our actual base. I want to upgrade the interior in our base a bit and just make things pop a bit more. So we didn't get those sea lanterns for nothing. I think I'm going to go around and change all these lanterns that we've got hanging in between the half slabs into sea lanterns. So not these ones, but the ones on the roof. So it will act as if it's a spotlight. Yes, there we go. That looks way better. Just acts as if little spotlights in the ceiling. Yeah, I like that a lot. But yeah, pretty much, I just want to go round and I want to spruce things up a bit more. I want to add a bit more greenery to the house. And then that way, I just think it will bring it more to life. So, let's get on with it. You know what, yeah. I think if I put it on and then I shear them, I don't let them get too long, I think this would look quite good. We'll just let that grow. I want to make some plant pots as well. Make some of the big ones. Make 5 of them, or make 10 of the small ones. I also want to add some down here in the iron farm if possible. Ah, the perfect amount. As well, I think I want to change this. I don't really like the lava. I think I'm just going to put it to sea lanterns and maybe not even put it a layer deeper. I might just put it where the glass is. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Replace that with sea lanterns. Yeah, that's way better. Cool. Maybe some carpets throughout the floor. That would be good. Or I'd like a nice rug there. Yes, that looks so good. Yeah, look at this. This is way better, especially this part here. I like that a lot. It's coming along nicely. I think all of those improvements look great, I can't lie. May have had one of those moments again. As you can see, we've got a little hole, and there's a dog in the hole. Woody is still here, but if you just walk over here, I don't think much of it, and you come up to this way. Oh, okay. Just got a little home for the dogs, kind of like a play. Then they got some dog bowls here. I knew I wanted to do some sort of piston door, and I thought no better way than to do it like this. I'm well pleased with this. And then we can breed them, and then all of our dogs can go in here and we can scatter them around the house. This is pretty much just to play them, really. I'm happy. Update, the carrot and potato farm is definitely working. So that's a plus. It just looks awesome. But now I do think this indeed does leave us with the back entrance of the house to do. I want to go through and basically smarten all of this up, and we've got a front entrance to our house. Is simple. I want a back entrance. The goal is, with this whole mountain that we've got, we'll make it easily accessible from any angle. So I'm going to get some materials together and we're going to crack on with making this feel like a home. So I'm going to set up a time lapse. I will break it up and explain what I'm doing each time I decide to do something new. So let's do this. Let's cut to the time lapse. Let's make this look great. Okay, I know a lot's going on, but I'm just going to explain what we've done. So, leading on from our cactus farm, you come down to here, and this is kind of like the main living room kind of area, really. If I show you on the outside, this is what it looks like. And pretty much all I've done a bit of decorating in this room. I've just gone round and I've terraformed the cave. I've added a small storage system here. It will just store stuff like cobblestone, dirt, just stuff where we need extra room for. And then we just need to work on all of the floor. And I also want to connect it up to where the wool farm is and the iron farm. And then after we've done all of that, we can go round this area here and decorate the whole cave. So let's get on with it. So there we have it. That is the back entrance complete. I'm super pleased with the way this has come out. And of course, we will just add to it over time. But separating the room part to the cave part, I think I've done a very good job with. And as you can see, we've linked it all the way up to our iron farm. So that does indeed mean this is the end of the episode. But I thought there's no better way to end this off than to go through and give a recap of everything that we've done. So we first worked on the detail outside the fisherman hut, adding a spruce tree and a pool, adding that extra little detail that it needed. Then, moving on, we extended our sugarcane farm, producing all the sugarcane we need for the rockets that we require. How could I forget? We also went and got some sea lanterns, which became very useful to us throughout this episode. After we had done that, we took on a little bit of a fun project, and we made the bee sanctuary with a floating bee in the sky. Couldn't be more happy with how this part came out. It adds some life to the area. And obviously, none of this would be possible if we didn't have some wood to farm. I thought it'd be good if we had a tree farm. And for all of our logs and the drops that we get from the tree farm, I decided to make a log cabin. It just goes to show that it doesn't really matter what you build. If something has purpose, then you can make a build for it. It doesn't matter. We also then worked on the potato and carrot farm. I'm glad that it's working now, because I'll be honest, this was a pain in the ass to do, but we got there in the end, and the rain had to ruin it. Coming back up to the house, we worked on adding some detail to the interior of our base, added some carpets, a rug that I'm really pleased with, and how could I forget, our dog's den. Adding greenery just brings everything out. It makes the colours pop so much more. And then going down, at the start of this episode, we made a wool farm, which has been producing us lots of wool over the time we have been doing things, which is great. And then finally, we worked on the back entrance of the cave with the tunnel, and we brought everything together and linked up. So that does indeed mean this is the end of the episode. And if you have made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Your support helps me out a ton, and I couldn't ask for anything better, so thank you. So if you have made it this far, please leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn that notification bell on so you never miss an episode. And I hope I've inspired you on how to upgrade your base in style. So thank you so much for watching. Keep an eye out for the next episode, and take it steady.